Scored 2,415. Gone up over 30,000 ranks in the past 2 weeks. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we start off with Sheasel 108, happy with that. Nick Dacres 128. Nick Martin 124. Whitfield 125. All done, great, happy with that. Williams 78, mediocre. And Closey 65. So Williams is probably the one I want to talk about here the most out of defenders. Just simply, just hasn't performed as well as what you want. And it's just hasn't gone over 100. So he'd either be a trade out this week or would be a hold. Either way, if he doesn't perform well next week, he's probably going to be out of my side if I haven't traded him out this week. Unless he gets like a really good score. We'll just have to see on that. And then Closey 65. Look, that's okay if that's his lowest score of the season. Then we've got Draper 11. Yeah, so look, this is another concern here. It's Holtby's cash generation, and he might even be on this side because he got injured, I believe, or got taken off as a sub. So he's just, look, he's probably gonna be another dead rookie. We'll just have to wait and see how things go. The luck with the defenders going injured, these rookie defenders has just been a pain, really. Lucky we get Closey, or Graham as well if you have him there. So I'm not too sure. I was going to have to hold on to him really because he hasn't made enough money to get rid of, and he hasn't really, he has been playing as well. So we'll just probably hold this week. I need more information is a better way of saying it. And then we've got Sarong 140, great score from him. Bontempelli 102, disappointing from him. Well, a lot of other people in the same position as well. And they've got Sam Walsh 104. Guess I'm trading him in, which was in hindsight, I reckon it's a good decision. Getting him as a discounted price compared to some other coaches who bring him in. I was thinking, should I bring Luke Ryan or Walsh in? I might as well bring Walsh simply because I want to get rid of Bonner, which is what I did for Walsh. Bonner would have lost money this week anyway. And I just feel like, okay, Walsh at a discount, trade him in. Well, I can, just in case if he does go off even further. And then Bonner, he was at that point where I need to sell him. And then I've got Millie here, 149. Great job from Miller. Gold Coast midfield absolutely destroyed West Coast. Probably should have even won by more. And you got Tom Green as well. Destroyed Brisbane, 159. So he's bounced back the last couple of weeks. So that's great. And then you've got Dawson did well at halftime. Up until after halftime, he died down, which is frustrating. I was hoping for a 140, 150 score again. And that would really, put me in a better position because he's a bit of a pod too, Dawson. So you want Pods to do well to get that extra advantage over the competition. And then Roberts got his standard score of 80, and Graham got 87. Happy with that. Midfield did really well this week. Could probably argue Walsh was probably most disappointing out of the players here, I would say, based on expectations. But it was against Geelong, a tough matchup. Brazio didn't even play. It seems to be managed a rest sort of scenario, which is a bit surprising. I know he's young, so he should play next week. Still probably one more week, and then I have to get rid of him. At the time being, I could even get rid of him this week, but there's no really good midfielders coming in. Or I can trade him out, swap one of these two, Graham, and then I wish I had like a defensive midfielder here. It'll just make it a lot easier. And then on to Garcia, and he scored 40, which is disappointing. And then Mata, didn't play at all. So he's going to be as a loophole for over the rest of the season, unless there's a few injuries out of Geelong, or Geelong start playing poorly and a few players that come out. Yeah, but 40 from Garcia, I'm not even too sure if he's going to be in the squad next week. We'll see how we go. At least made some money at least, but We'll just see on St Kilda selections, team selections, and then the rucks. Gone 162, took Mitsubishi option against Richmond. Got the thought, Richmond's he doesn't really score too well in Supercoach wise, and they're performing poorly and have a lot of injuries. So that was a great move there. And look, cashed in 162. Happy with that about that. And look, Gorn's a clear best ruckman this year by the looks of it. And then you got Grundy here, 83, which I might even get rid of him out this week, or maybe in a few weeks' time for an English. Because I think now English has had a few good games in a row. His break even's going to be a bit lower now. So it's a good time to bring an English in, and they've got Hawthorn next week too. So that could be an absolute huge game next week. Because Hawthorn were performing poorly, although Grundy did pretty average, even though Sydney absolutely dominated Hawthorn. So it's probably more on a ruck matchup than the actual opponent. I won't rush you to bring in English yet, or another move, you can bring in Jordan Sweet from Port Adelaide, and then you can get that cash and upgrade areas you need to. You want to bring a rookie off, and then double upgrade in the forward or midfield, whatever you want to do. That's another option I'm thinking about doing, because you've got the lowest break even out of any other rookie, I believe. Sweet. Definitely for the players that are coming in. So yeah, that's another move we'll have to do. And then onto the forward line, we've got 105 from Flanders. Happy with that. Jackson, 76, disappointing. Even though Fremantle won. Yeah, so Sean Darcy in the side's having a huge effect. And there's no point getting rid of Jackson now for a variety of reasons. Firstly, because he already reached his highest price point a few weeks ago. If I was going to sell him, it would have been a couple of weeks ago. And thirdly, we've got no other, high-scoring forwards coming through. There's not really any other good options other than probably Heaney's the only other one I need to probably bring in. There's no real, other major forwards. So he's probably just going to be a hold. There is a few other forwards I'm thinking about bringing, which we'll get to in a second. Then we've got Tom Power, 49, which is probably the most disappointing player on the field in my side. Look, North Melbourne got beaten pretty badly. But I was at least hoping for a 70 or 80. I mean, Adelaide aren't that great either. So, look, I think it was his worst performance of the season. So, I mean, if that's his lowest score, I mean, I don't even think he'd be top 6 forward now. Be close, but it might be potentially one of the last trade outs I do, if that's the case. And then we've got obviously Reid here, who didn't play, was rested again. So you got two rookies here, in Ambrosio and Reid, who were rested, which is a bit strange. A bit more aware of the Reid one, but Ambrosio not. So Reid will come back in anyway this week. And who did West Coast got? They've got Essendon. They could go either way. And then we've got Coleman, 61. So again, a bit better than Power, but he's going to slow down his cash generation now, and he probably has to go either next week. Probably next week. He'd probably have to go, depending how he scores. If he scores well, that's great. He'd be a hold. And then we've got Cadman, 53. He's going to be a trade out this week, most definitely. Even though, GWS for about 9 goals, he only scored 1 goal, and I was hoping for a few extra more goals just to hold his cash gen. But it is what it is with that. He's made his money. He has to go for a player who I'm probably going to bring in. Garcia for the Bulldogs by the looks of it. And then we've got Darcy and Wilson, who actually did better than some of these other forwards. So I've lost, 40, 35 points, about 70 points. So I could have even done even better this week, which is a bit frustrating. But Darcy would have to be on for this week anyway, because they're playing Hawthorn Fremantle actually have a good defence, and Hawthorn aren't quite as strong defensively. So you could potentially get, kick a couple of goals, and dominate against Hawthorn. And if you can score 100, that's going to um, generate more cash for the coming weeks as well. So that's what I'm having from Darcy. Colvin 61, bit disappointing, but he's a holder. Then Wilson again is a holder. He did all right, and was looking to be a trade out a few weeks ago. He's actually done pretty well, and he's going to still generate cash. Wilson, so that's great. Unlike Jai Clark, he's sort of turned it around. So what we're going to do this week, I haven't fully decided exactly because there's a few ways we can go about it. There's a few high risk moves. As I explained, we can get rid of Grundy for a sweet bank 450, then upgrade a Williams to a Ryan, and then potentially maybe bring in a Heaney or a Cardwell or a Bolton. Probably not a Bolton or another forward here. And then just to, get the rookies off you because that's what you want this time of the season. If you can do that quicker than anyone else, you'll be ahead of the pack. So there is one trade I'm probably going to have to get rid of Cadman for Garcia. Right, Garcia. So we'll see if we minutes of Garcia. We've also got James at 75. He might be a player we can pick up next week. We've got mid-prices, Elliot Hilberberg, he's done alright. Shannon Neal, Sam Day did alright. But I think this week you want to bring in Garcia. It's probably the must-have, or the rookie you want to bring in. So you got to Garcia, and that should bring in 300k in cash. So that's that trade. What's going on here? Is it a bug? Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on here. Never seen this before. Garcia for Garcia. Yeah, there's a bit of a bug here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so we'll just, that's fine for now. And at 340k, which I have, that could be used to either bring in Luke Ryan, or maybe Houston, probably ideally Luke Ryan. We could upgrade a midfielder, but there's still money to be made here. So I don't want to, maybe a Roberts. And look, his break even. His break even might be still low. Who's he got? GWS. The ball might be in defence a bit more. So the only midfielder I could probably really think about getting rid of is probably a Roberts, but he's still got to have a relatively low break even. There's probably still a little bit left in him. I could get rid of an Ambrosier, then bring in on like a Zach Butters or a Petrarca, but they're still got high break evens, I believe, because they've had multiple poor weeks in a row. Probably want to bring in a Merritt if I was going to bring in a midfielder. But there's just so much options to pick from with the midfield, so I'm not too worried about that. What I am worried about is the forward line. And if I was going to pick up another, key forward or primo forward, if you look at the averages, this isn't too bad. Probably want Darcy off soon. Maybe Jack McRae's one that we could bring in. We definitely need to bring in Heaney though, so he's at his highest price point. I think if Heaney gets injured or something happens, it's just going to kill me even more. So I'll either bring in Heaney or Luke Ryan in this week. Problem is there's still money to be made out of the forwards here. Should I get rid of Tom Power and then bring in a Heaney? That's one thing I could do. Should I bring in a Cardwell for a Power? I'm not too sure there with the forward line. Otherwise, I'll just go safe and simple. Get rid of Williams for Luke Ryan. It's pretty much then only one more defender I really need for a premium back six, and that would be probably a Dan Houston this year. Seems to be the best. One of the better defensive options as well. So that's that there. I guess with the forward line is just I'm not too sure what to do with it other than bringing Heaney in. Who else should we bring in? I don't know. That's the mystery. Is it a Cardwell? Is it a Charlie Curnow? Is it a Hogan? Is it a Harry Mackay? Who knows? Because look, probably the key forwards, it'd be a roller coaster ride. and I'm not too sure if I want to go on that route. You could, uh, or rather not. It was just no good, really good, not many good premium forwards coming through Supercoach relevant anyway. So thank you for watching.